Here is the issue. The Toronto Maple Leafs don't want to be hasty in making a decision, but at the same time, the clock is ticking. Hey, everybody, it's 7-11. That's Hockey, the playoff edition. Dave Poole and I'm Gino Reda. It's great to have you with us. Pooley, we understand they don't have a general manager right now, but there's no way they're sitting on their hands saying, okay, we just don't make any calls until we get a new GM. So what's going on behind closed doors right now in terms of Leaf management while they're waiting for the new guy?
Well, they have a very capable staff. There's no question about it. So you trust and you delegate. And so start with the amateurs. The first thing I get asked is, well, what about the draft? The draft is in place. Their amateur scouts are in place. They've merged their lists. They have a list in place. That's all done. And then you say, well, what about the pro scouts? Well, the pro scouts that are totally separate in a separate department, they'll have their targets moving forward. Now, here's the wrinkle. They were the targets according to Kyle Dubas as general manager. They're also the targets according to what is best on every one of those pro scouts' minds for what they target. But they really don't know exactly what they're looking for because they don't know who the boss is. Yeah. That's the complexity of this, is they don't know that.
And they may have additional draft picks to handle if there's some deals.
Well, they very well
happen.
could, but that really doesn't matter. It really doesn't, Gino, because they have their list.
Okay.
And so if they acquire 3 additional draft picks, they just go by their list at that point. Right. That doesn't change. But the real wrinkle is the pro side. Because of the 10 unrestricted free agents you don't know which one of those you're bringing back under new GM and what else you're going to have to acquire in the outside market.
So what are the priorities right now? When you do get a new general manager in, what are the you sit down with them and say, okay, here are the things we have to actually do right now, first and foremost?
Well, it all points to July 1st because everything is simultaneous to that day. And that's when Austin Matthews gets his no-move clause and can sign an extension. So that's the first thing you would say, okay, what is going to happen there? And how is it going to affect the trickle down from that? Mitch Marner gets his no-move clause, but is not a contract factor. He has his 2 years. Willie Nylander gets his no-trade clause. It's complicated, Gino.
And needs an extension, too.
And he could sign an extension as well. Now, the one player in the core four, John Tavares, has 2 years left, full no-move, full protection. So you don't have to worry about that piece of it. But the real worry or concern is the 10 unrestricted free agents. Because you're focused on those guys. Yeah. That's July 1st as well. So someone could approach a David Kampf, a Noel Acciari, a Luke Schenn, someone you may want to keep. Someone could have targeted them from another team and say, let's jump right now while Toronto's worried about everything else.
There's a lot going on right now. Okay, so the Toronto Maple Leafs don't officially have a general manager, but in Friday's media availability, Brendan Shanahan said he would be leaning heavily on Brandon Pridham during the transitional period, and other NHL teams have been told to contact Pridham. They have been told to contact Pridham for any personnel discussions. Now, if you aren't familiar with Pridham, he's been the Leafs' assistant GM since 2018. He's a cap guru who specializes in contract negotiations and CBA updates.